Shalom, shalom, Israel. We're back again, okay, to chant down Babylon, all right, and preach this gospel, all right. Before that, we will turn to the east and we'll give our praises to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Wahab, all right. Double honors to the elders of GMS and the elders, okay, who teach us and rule well, okay. Peace salutation to the brothers, the election, or the elect, all right, who are pushing this vibration, okay, wherever they are, and are staying in the law, okay, staying strong, okay. And shalom wahab to the brothers and a few sisters that we have in this faith, okay, in sincerity, all right, in truth and sincerity, all right. And today we'll be talking about, and the title goes like this: Thawadah la Yahawah, for he blessed us with knowledge and understanding. Okay? We are a blessed remnant. But when you look around, all these people, as far as Jakes, they do what they want, man. They have no, guidance. And we in Babylon, although we are persecuted, although we are under servitude, okay, although we're slaves, we have the guidance, man. Why? Because we have the revelation, okay, of our book, the book that was stolen from us, okay, and we understand it, and we know what's going on, and we use it to be men again. Because if you look around you, we ain't men anymore, man. In fact, some of our women are more manly than us. They're more stronger than us. They're more intelligent than us, okay. But the Most High kept a remnant, okay, that will be, okay, the light, man, the shepherd, okay, the head, and that's us. Obviously, he got us in the corners because the Most High used the foolish things to confound the wise. That's just how the Most High operates, man. He's so big that he can just put people in the corner like that, to fool. And also that's a stumbling block, because imagine if we came like all ready, having styles and all of that power, and that people will come in, but they will come in for what they see. They wouldn't come in for the how can I say that? For the depth, okay? They will come for the form, for the outward appearance of it. Okay? So we blessed, man. We're blessed. Alright, so someone get Luke 1 and 28. We're going to start with Luke 1 and 28. And then you can get Luke 10, 15 to 16. Okay?
Ready. And the angel come in unto her. Luke chapter 1 verse 28.
Bring that up.
And the angel came in unto her,
right,
and said, Hail, thou art highly favored.
Right, Hail Mary, man. Hail Mary, thou art highly favored. Carry on.
The Lord is with thee.
The Lord is with thee.
Blessed art thou among women.
Blessed art thou among women. So you can take the same precept and apply it to the men of the Lord, man. The Most High sent, okay, the angels, to you and to tell you that you're highly favored, man, because he gave you something that is so valuable, all right, but yet neglected by the naked eye, because they don't have the spiritual eye to see, all right. So Yahushua was born normal, man, okay. Well, there's something special about his birth, but he wasn't highly favored in the eyes of people. But that's why the angel came to her and told her, listen, the baby that you're gonna have, hey, you're blessed, man. Out of all the women, the Most High chose you, you're blessed. So out of all the people in your family, the Most High chose you. Out of all the people in your family, the Most High chose you. Out of all the people in my family, the Most High chose me, man. So we are highly favored. Okay? So we should take ourselves very seriously. Obviously, with humility. Okay? We gotta be humble, man. But Yahushua was humble. Alright? Read up, huh?
Luke chapter 10, verse 15. And thou, Capernaum, which art exalted to heaven,
shalt be thrust down to hell.
Right.
He that heareth you, heareth me.
Hold on. Yeah, go on, go on.
And he that despiseth you, despiseth me.
Roman 10 and 15 and 16.
He said Luke.
No, I said Roman. Roman 10. Yeah, it's like yeah, I might say Luke, you know, because I say Luke to you.
Yeah.
Roman 10, it's like about now, man.
Romans 10.
I'm not 100% right now, but most is faithful here, man.
Romans 10 and 15. And how shall they preach?
Right.
Except they be sent.
Right, and how shall they preach except they be sent? So that means that we were, sent to do this thing. No one wakes up to do this thing. In fact, people look at us as waste men. People that don't know who they're doing. People that have no ambition, People are out there trying to make some money and live their life. But there we are in the corner somewhere in Dartmouth, in southeast of London, preaching to ourselves, it seems. The only thing that we have the camera. But people are not listening to us. Why? Because we are sent. The Most High has to put a spirit on you for you to be able to do this work. It takes confidence to do this work. It takes courage to do this work. It takes a bit of, craziness to do this work, because you told me earlier when I was waiting for you guys, that I stood like a sultan. Okay? Not everybody want to do this type of thing, man. Wearing garment and the blue and the kente. The brother gonna have his garment soon. If I look like that, I'd be crazy, man. Some of the guys, they might like you, and I be like, no, I like him, but the way he goes on, man, like, I can't deal with that. Standing and telling me, like, I'm gonna be with my girl, be passing by, oh, look, that's your man. I'll be embarrassed, man, because he look like a fool. And you look like a fool. I look like a fool. You know what I'm saying? But because we are sent, we have no choice but to do this work. Okay? So read it again, my life.
Romans 10 and 6 and 15. And how shall they preach except they be sent?
Right.
As it is written, how beautiful. As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace.
Right. How beautiful is that of them. Say that again so I can repeat it again.
How beautiful are the feet of them that preach.
The feet of them that preach
the gospel of peace.
The gospel of peace. Why is the gospel of peace? Because we are war right now. We're in torment right now. But that gospel brings peace to us because it delivers a message of hope. It delivers a message of promise. Okay? And also, that's the proof that the prophet, the men of the Lord, always relied on the Old Testament while they were preaching. Because Christians, tend to say that all the Old Testament is done away with. But throughout the New Testament, all the men of the Lord did, the apostle and Yahawah, they relied on the Old Testament to preach. All right? So the Bible said that our feet are beautiful. We are special. We are a special breed of Negroes. And the Most High, but He put us on a lower estate. A lot of us go through situation. A lot of us go through pain. A lot of us are born, and that's even our sisters as well. Our sisters go through pain, man. If you see most of women that in the truth, they go through a lot, man. They go through a lot. Because they're special. Because you have to understand, yeah, when you read the Bible, when the Most High Yahawah, like when He describes Yahawah is around fire. He's around, obviously, a lot of chariots, but it's fire as well. So what does fire do? It's fine. So to come in, when you come close, the more you come close to Yahawah, you will feel the pain. Why? Because his vibration release, refining. So because you're not perfect, right? So as you get closer to the Most High through the practicing of the law, the rehearsing of the law, His vibration is sent on you to cleanse you. But then fire is painful. It burns. So that's why you will feel the pain, but actually you're getting close to Yahawah. All right? So our feet, man, and our feet represent our destiny. Our destiny is a beautiful destiny, man. We're gonna be rulers out here, man. We're gonna be wearing them crowns. Okay? And crown means different ruling. It means rule to rule, man. When you wear a crown, you rule. Right now with kings, but we keep with our crown. That's why even our women don't respect us, because they can't see the crown on our heads.
Feel the crown spiritually.
Right, because that's wisdom. The Bible speaks of that, I believe, in the book of the Wisdom of Solomon, somewhere, I don't remember, but it speaks of that as a crown. So the wisdom gives you a crown as well. And that's why even sometimes you got people that don't love you in your family and in your surrounding, because they can see something in you, they can see a glow. You may not have the best car, the money, the best garments, the woman in that, but there's something about you that disturbs the dark, the dark entities, the left inside, entities, and the people who are used by by those dark inside, the left inside forces.
Less than that.
Okay.
2 minutes.
Now go to
2 minutes?
Isaiah 11:3, man.
Isaiah chapter 11, verse 3.
Seems like 15 and 2.
And shall make him a quick understanding in the fear of the Lord.
Read that. Look, obviously that's about Yahawah, but ultimately we are under Yahawah. So whatever Yahawah got, we will have it. Okay? Read that again.
And I'll speak again. Isaiah chapter 11, verse 3.
Right.
And shall make him of quick understanding.
And shall make him of quick. So Yahawah was of quick understanding. That's why when he was 11 or 12, he was able to go and confound those judges, because he was full of wisdom even at that age, man. He was a golden boy at that age, man. People are like, oh, that's little Yahawah right there, man. He's swift with the wisdom. He's like those little prodigal, like everywhere you go, there's always someone that is young, but he's like excel, always young, he excel, prodigy. He was a prodigy already, man. He was like a star in a way. And that's who we are, because everywhere you go, they talk about you. Even though they talk about you, there's no such thing as bad publicity. People hate you, man. They're like, this guy thinks he knows everything. And when you speak, you cut them, man. Even though they argue, but when they go in a room, they're like, oh, this guy, man. Something about this guy, like he knows something. Okay, carry on.
In the fear of the Lord.
Right.
And he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes.
Right.
Neither reprove
Right.
after the hearing of his ears.
Right. So we very spiritual people, man. Some of us have dreams, we see things before they happen. Men of the Lord, they're very spiritual people, man. They understand how they have to get themselves away from this worldly machination, this worldly, how can I say that, mechanism. Because they understand that this thing is perishable. And they're always, drawn to the unperishable, the non-perishable stuff. Like wisdom, like knowledge, like infinity, like, spirituality, man. Even before they came in the truth. See? Look at those people, see? They're looking at us and they're laughing, but they don't understand us. But we're laughing at them back too. Because when the time comes, they're going to be crying. And we're going to be laughing like the Bible says in Isaiah 65. Right now it's your time to laugh and make ridicule of us. But when the time comes, we will be laughing like Yahawah. But Yahawah said he will be laughing at the calamity. So we'll be laughing too. Okay? So we were even if you take the brother when you were in the word, what were you doing in the word? What was your spirituality? I'm making a point. Talk a bit about your spirituality.
As in the things I was getting into.
Yes.
I was getting into all types, these different types.
Think louder, man.
I was getting into all these different types of Hindu practices such as meditation.
See that? Hindu practices, man. Right. Why? Because the brother, he didn't have the knowledge yet, but he wanted to know what's beyond our realm. Okay? He wanted to know what's beyond our realm, man. He had that zeal already. Even me, it's the same thing. I was always spiritual. I'll be the one, we partying, right? I'll drink fast, get myself in the zone, dance, and after I'll go in the corner and I sit there and I watch people. And I'll think about life. And I'm like, look at this. I remember vividly, you know, years ago, it was my birthday, I said, let me go clubbing. I used to go to Central London all the time. So I went there, sat down, I was drinking and that. And after that, my eyes got open. And I was like, no, that's bullshit, man. People, okay, so you go and get a drink, come, dance, and you go home. Or you go and get a girl. Well, that's not life. There must be better than that. And that put me off to the point where every time I saw the club, I didn't feel like going there because I understood what it was. Be spiritual, like Yahawah, even before becoming the truth, man. We're different. We don't act, even in families, your family, or some of them, we go through pain. Because some people, they're trying to destroy us before the time, because they can see. You have to understand, your family members, among your family members, even among your friends, even the people that come. I remember that people that come around me, they always moves these guys as a sheep. Move the sheep clothes. It's only after the fact that I realized that. Why? Because they want to take my energy. And they know the energy that we possess as men of the Lord. You can go to workplace, first day. You know, people don't even know you, don't say nothing, you're polite. Some people hate you. No, you don't even speak. Energy. Because energy is something that's felt. Sometimes they don't even understand why they hate you. But they can't take you, they will say, I don't like this guy. They will say, I can't take this guy, man. You know why? Because your energy is contrary to them. Imagine people that are living in darkness. Their eyes is now used to darkness. And you come with light. You come with a big torch like that. You pass it around their face. What they're going to do? They're going to have a bad reaction. They're going to be like that. They're going to hide it. So that means you are a nuisance to them. Nuisance. That's spiritually. That's how it translates. When you go to places, you are the light and they're the darkness. So when you go over there, they can't stand you because you got the light. Most elect have that. Okay, so we blessed, man, because we carry an energy in this world that people don't have, man. We're the one that pushing the vibration. Look, since the men of the Lord came around the 50s and 60s, all the way to now, the prophecies are speeding up. That's why the Most I say, all you have to do, when you read Ezekiel 37, he said, all you have to do is speak, prophesy to the winds. We're so powerful, yeah? When we stand on that, when we preach to the wind, you know what it does spiritually? And man, the future elect that will come in the truth, yeah? They might be watching TV or whatever, or some of them are sleeping. And while they're sleeping, the energy, the prophecy goes and visit them. And they wake up in the morning, yes. And they wake up in the morning, and then they're going online and they see people Israelite. And for some reason, their heart won't listen to that. And once they listen to it, click, makes sense. And immediately they start eating pork. They want to get on that. They don't know where to go. And one day they'll pass by, they'll see us. They'll be like, I'm not worry about this thing. And next Friday they come, and then they come. Or even if they don't come, they're all in their house trying to, read the Bible, serve the thing. That's how powerful we are. But because everything is done spiritually, we don't see, which is good because it keeps you humble. If you know who you were, if you know what you're capable of, if you could see your energy, the thing that you say, go and follow and see everything that happened, how they go to your house and how it changed your life, you'll be proud, man. You would even come to say something, I don't want to come, I'm too powerful. Why would I come for? I don't care. I'm not wearing those garments. I want to be the man because I'm the man. But because you don't see what's happening, what does the Most High do? He makes, what does he do? He makes you humble. All right? Okay, let's carry on now. Another quick, you got Sirach 15 and 2, right? Read that one.
Because Ecclesiasticus 15 and 2, and as a mother shall meet him, And as a mother shall she meet him, and receive him
I
as
think you
a...
should start from, let me see. I think you should start from 1.
Ecclesiasticus 15:1. He that feareth Yahawah will
Right.
do good.
He that feareth Yahawah will do good, man. But are we doing good in this society? No, are we doing really like, no. Are you good as far as like, when it's, you know, according to this truth standard, okay, we're not doing good. So if we do good, you'll be having your yard booked for, or you buying the yard, you got the best car, you got the money. That's what I'm saying, like, according to, that's what I'm saying.
We must do good as a do.
No, but I'm just saying, I use that to explain to you something, right? Read it from the top. You understand what I mean by that? It's okay, man. Yeah.
He that feareth Yahawah will do good.
Right. He that fear Yahweh will do good, right? So I'm asking you, are we doing good in the society? I mean, we're doing good, but
We do
according,
well.
according to the society standard, are we doing good? Exactly. In their eye, we're not doing good, but the Most High say what?
And he that have knowledge of the law shall obtain her.
No, read it from the top.
He that feareth Yahawah will do good.
Right. We're doing good because we're keeping the law, man. In the eyes of Yahawah, we're doing good. But in the eyes of the worldlies, we're not doing good. We losers. Okay? But we're doing good. So you spoke about a good deed. Yes, we're doing good deed. And also, we're pleasing Yahawah. Because to please, what do you do to please Yahawah? What do you do to please Yahawah? Right. Keep the faith in it. But no one can please Yahawah unless he has faith. And no one can claim to love Yahawah unless he keeps the laws. So we're doing good. Alright? Carry on, according to Yahawah.
I was a problem now, I said these guys and this.
That's right.
They're nothing now.
That's right.
But so Yahawah doing a really good job.
That's right.
And he that have the knowledge of the law shall obtain her.
Right. He that have the knowledge of the law shall obtain her. What does he mean? Obtain her. Wisdom. Okay? Because you got to understand, we will talk about that as well. Look, it's one thing to have the knowledge. You know that you're a Hebrew Israelite. But do you know that there's people that have the knowledge that don't have the wisdom? Because they don't know how to apply the law, meaning they don't have an understanding about a law. I'll give you an example. When that thing, what's his name? Will Smith, when they slapped Chris Rock. One guy from ISHPK said this: if he could give advice to Will Smith, he would tell, to Chris Rock, he would tell Chris Rock to go and pop Will Smith's wife. But he's so-called in the truth, right? But is that wisdom? It's not wisdom.
Yeah, he's basically perpetuating the message of adultery and seeking vengeance.
That's right. But the Bible says, yes, vengeance is mine. But you go in and advising people, okay, to go and have sex with someone else's wife, which is adultery. So you don't have the wisdom. Okay? Carry on, Malak.
And as a mother shall she meet him.
And as a mother, what does a mother do to you? She cares for you, she feeds you, she gives you the milk, man. She gives you what is love. A mother is very important to a child, man. That's what the law does to you. That's what this knowledge does to you. But you don't see it though. It does that to you, you know. This knowledge is very important for us in this captivity. Without the knowledge, you see people getting murdered, people in prison, you see suffering, the Jamaicans say sufferation, okay? You see all sort of mishap and mischief and disorder, okay? And lack of harmony, man, and pain. So us in this truth, we need this knowledge, this truth is our mother, man. Carry on, Malak.
And as a mother shall she meet him, and receive him as a wife married of a virgin.
Receive him as a wife. So Yahawah marries you. Remember, Yahawah married us as a people, as Israel, but then he divorced us. right? He gave us a bill of divorce. That's why we went into captivity and all of those things. That's why we don't know who we are today. But what does the Most High do now? Yahawah, He take you back as His wife. Do you know what it is to be the wife of Yahawah? That's a big thing. But you don't see it because it doesn't manifest physically as far. You see this woman. How do you show a woman that you love her? But the Most High is spiritual. So He do things to you that you don't see. You probably could be dead, but he kept you out of it. One of your family members that you lost could be dead, but He kept you out of it. He prevented that. There's something that happened in the spiritual realm that you see that the angel have been working hard, man, for us. Because we married to Yahawah. He gave us knowledge, understanding, wisdom. Today we didn't take no potion. I'm the only one in my workplace around the people that I work with that didn't take the potion. All of them took it. Yeah. What are you talking about, man? It's just real. Why? Because I'm married to Yahawah. So Yahawah opened my mind to understand how this system functions. So that I can avoid the snares. All this, because every time I wake up and I step out, there is a snare that is placed before me, man. But that knowledge, that wisdom, and that understanding allows me to avoid it. If you got a piece of mind, you can bring it.
Proverbs 9 and 10.
Bring that out.
The fear of Yahawah is the beginning of wisdom.
The fear of Yahawah is the beginning of wisdom.
And the knowledge of the holy is understanding.
And the knowledge of the holy is understanding. Bring 1 John 2 and 20, man.
Beautiful.
Yeah, read that again, Malak. Read that again. It's a beautiful. Hey, you know what understanding is? Understanding the law, because some brothers don't understand it. They ain't true, but they don't have understanding, man. They get a precept wrong. No. They get the truth wrong. They come with other doctrine because they don't understand it. See? Read that there again, Malak.
It's Proverbs chapter 9, verse 10. The fear of Yahawah is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding.
The fear of, we understand that we cannot have sex with all of these women, man. We go here. People at your age, that all of them, they want to get this one. We go. We cannot keep in ourselves. Let me tell you something. That's just a bracket that I'm opening. I'm going to close it in a minute. Yeah, you should read 1 John 2 and 20. But read, let me finish here. Woman is an energy in the spirit, Malak. I know it now, I can tell you.
You're not even trapping. I stopped. You're stopped. You're not even trapping.
I know, I can go back and do that. I didn't know.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. That's the spirit showing you, man. That's some low level niggas. Hey, that's the truth. We blessed, man. We're doing what we're supposed to do. They're doing what they're supposed to do, but they're on the low level. These women, they're not a waste of time, but they're a lot of energies. They take away your energy. No, I say they waste our time as far as like in this truth. But it's good to have a woman if you can, but at the same time, just understand that you're going to have to double up because they will take a lot of your energy. So we understand, that's why we don't run behind them like that. Because we understand that. Who's our first wife? No, who is our first wife? The truth. This knowledge is our first wife. We're here, we're spending time in the while people that we know are spending time doing what they do. What do? We're spending time with our woman. We're chilling with her right now. We're chilling with her. She's in the street. Bible says she's in the street. Wisdom is in the street, right? We come and she said, come 3 o'clock every Saturday, chill with me. We're chilling as well, every day. I mean, somehow. But she wants us to come here. Just like when you go to a place, you have a wife before or a girl, there's a place where you used to go with her to sit down every weekend to eat, right? Couple of spots. She liked that place. Our woman, she loves Tesco. We're chilling with her. We're chilling with our woman. Okay? Read that one. 1 2 and 20. That's right. That's First John 2:20.
1 John chapter 2, verse 20. But ye have an unction from the Holy One.
5:10. Read it again, my lord.
1 John chapter 2, verse 20.
Right.
But ye have an unction
But you have an unction
from the Holy One,
from the Holy One,
and ye know all things.
and you know all things. So the men of the Lord know all things, man. That's why they cannot play with us, man. These government gonna have to come and take us because they know we're not falling to the trap and we're not accepting. It's a no with us, but we're not taking none of what they're telling us to have. They can't trick us, they can't beguile us, they can't manipulate us, they can't brainwash us because we know too much, man. Why? Because there's an unction on us that allow us to operate on that level. And that's fact, man.
True, but even today, like, I got testimony, even today, when I was at home, innit? And I was thinking, I think something popped up, but before it popped up, I already knew it.
Right,
And
see
I
that?
said to myself, surely, I don't know what things, like, I humbled myself and said, I don't know all things, but obviously you said now,
Right.
we have an unction from the Holy
Right,
One,
right.
not all things, so
Right.
it kind of proves what I was thinking.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
yes. It's real, it's real.
Yeah, it's real.
You see, what we're doing is a very spiritual thing. That's why brothers should join camps and that, because it's the energy, the angels are doing ministries among the common around us. Okay? So you will see that a lot of things that are were within you that you didn't see necessarily when you were in the world will come to the surface as you grow in this truth. This guy didn't know maybe that he was a teacher, but the Most High created a way for him now to be able to teach. Brother, is growing fast as well. You read, and then you're gonna have that. That's the understanding. You're gonna have a spirit of discerning, for example. You will need things before that. You will see things before they come. That's what's in you. But now that you allow the Spirit to work on you, now He now will bring it on the table for you to see who you really are. But as long as you're in the worldly field, you will never see that. Because the worldly field operate on a low level. We saw an example.
Yeah.
They're talking about trapping, man. They're talking about trapping, bro. They're talking about trapping.
Not even like, I got this investment, I got this asset.
They're talking about trapping. Now, when you talk the word trap, we got the word trap.
Yeah.
So they love to being trapped, like mice.
Yeah.
They love to being trapped, man. How people love to be trapped, but us, we're not accepting this trap, man. No, we want freedom. We want to be ruling. We got a kingdom mentality, or we got a ruling class mentality. We start from the bottom, because everything starts from the bottom. We're here in the corner, preaching the good word, doing what we're supposed to do, and then when the time comes, the Most High will reward us, and we will come from the corners to the throne, from the corners to the rulership, from the corners to eternity. So like I say, when you're in this truth, you gotta be like a businessman. A businessman starts from somewhere and stack it up, stack it up, stack it up, stack it up, stack it up. Before you know it, he opened a spot. After that, second, three, third, fourth, fifth spot. Now he's internationally making the money. That's how you're supposed to see. You're supposed to be a visionary. You see the future and you follow it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Oh, I'm going to keep the law, I'm going to rehearse the law. I'm going to fight regardless so I can be there. So I can make it, man. Close your eyes and see. Close your eyes and see the future as far as, you know, the 144, the 1/3, the rulers. God, let me tell you something. Just like we see the prophecies about the MOTV, the prophecy about the Third World War manifest, that's how the prophecies about us ruling will manifest too. The Bible did prophesy about about slavery, right? Didn't it manifest? So what makes you think that the rest ain't gonna manifest? We got proof, man. We got proof that we are in the right thing, man. This thing of ours is real. Okay? And it's gonna be beneficial when the time comes. Alright? You finish that, right? So Malak, you have to read now Jeremiah 1:5 and 10. Jeremiah 1:5 and 10.
Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee.
Right.
And I ordained thee a prophet unto the
Mark,
nations.
can you read it slowly and from the top?
Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5.
Right.
Before I formed thee in the belly,
Right. Before I formed thee in the belly,
I knew thee.
so the Most High know you before you came to be in your mom's belly, man. He knew who you are already. He set up for you to be a prophet already before you came in his truth, man. Before you were even born. Carry on.
Before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee.
Right, so you were sanctified, man. The Most High put you aside for these things, man. Sanctified because you didn't fall in certain trouble. You didn't fall in certain traps. The Most High kept you. Do you remember a time when the Most High kept you from things? And you got people that you grew up with, they're stuck, but you're not stuck, you're out there. Something didn't happen to you or for you, and you were worried about it. But what happened now, you're able to do this work. And people that you grew up with, a lot of them, some of them are in jail. You were telling me about the people that you grew up with, some of them are in jail, right? And you were right there doing the work. So the Most High sanctified you that way, man. Because to sanctify is what? To be holy, right? What is to be holy? To be set apart. The Most High set you apart from the beginning, man. Carry on, Malak.
Even for me myself.
Count. Yeah, bring it up, Malak.
The Most High kept me from a lot of women.
That's right.
He kept me away from a lot of
That's
women.
right. That's right. Hey, before you carry on, yeah. You see, I was like you. There's part of my life where he kept me from women as well. I wasn't a womanizer like that. No. I wasn't always a womanizer. I can be, but I wasn't always a womanizer. There's time when I didn't get no job. Now carry on.
Right.
I would say something after carry on.
Yeah. He kept away from a lot of women because me personally, I've never fell in love with a woman.
Right.
And the reason for that is because there's never been a woman that I've taken. There's never been a woman that I've dealt with that's I've taken things to the extent where I would actually fall in love.
Right.
You get what I mean? There's a lot of women that he's kept me away from. A lot of beautiful women that he's kept me away from.
Right.
Because he just not allowed things to work out.
Right.
And that's what happened. And I understood that. I didn't understand that at the time. I didn't understand that, but it took me a couple of years to really understand. You know what? You know, if things worked out with this woman, more than likely I would have fell in love, and Lord knows what.
Hey, because when you fall in love with a woman, you have to understand that she's taking your strength. Right. And once your strength is taken, ain't no telling where you're gonna be. Right. But now she control the narrative. Oh yeah. So the Most High made you like that because he avoided you a lot of traps, man. That's why he did that to me. And sometimes some women I couldn't get, and I was like, Yahawah, because it's not for you. That special energy that she has is not matching with your energy, man. It's gonna create different. Even my marriage wasn't for me. That's why I believe that this marriage was a punishment. I must have done something in the past to a woman or whatever, and that was my payment, man. I'm telling you. Yes, there's even personal thing that I can't tell you. This marriage took away from the love for me. So it's a blessing when you're the man of the Lord and the woman thing is not your thing. Don't worry, the Most High will bring you the woman that even if the woman is the word, like me, I'm a testimony. It was testimony time. There was a time where I didn't have no woman, and the Most High brought me a woman, and in fact he cannot bring me another one, which is too much for me. I'm not used to that, like. I mean, I'm used to that, but I'm saying, like, not in this truth, I understand it better. Right? So it's the way a time like that. She's there for wherever she's there, and obviously she's the truth. Even the one that's not the truth, she's not the same spirit. Malak, the Most High got us, man. I put my hand on this Bible, man, on this truth. The Most High got us. It's just that it makes you go through what you have to go through for now, because it's necessary for you to go through that. It's important for your growth. It's crucial for your growth, man. It is what it is. It makes you a warrior, man. To go without make you a man. Loneliness makes you a man. But this society got you thinking that, oh, you can't be lonely. Some people go and get themselves jacked up with this woman because they don't want to be lonely, man. You're so desperate that you go with Jezebel. But on this side, we ain't gonna do that. We're gonna be wise, and we're gonna let the Most High, give us what He's meant for us when the time comes at the right time. Not before, not after. See?
Absolutely, because there was even a time period where I hated women.
Right.
Because things weren't working out.
But that's the Most High, man. Because he's the orchestrator of all things. They can put hate in your heart against certain thing because that thing is not good for you at that particular time. Because certain wisdom allow you to deal with certain things better. But until you have it, dealing with those things will get you in trouble, man. You jump in fire, you don't even know that you jump in fire, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I would have got consumed. I would have got overly consumed. Because I know people personally that's happened to where they've got overly consumed with women, and next thing you know they're getting women pregnant. They're getting harlots pregnant.
Or next thing they cry like rape.
Right.
You got all of those things. So the Most High is actually, yeah.
Like I was in the playground.
Talk about that,
The
man.
girls would line on the bench and thing.
You were a naughty boy, weren't you?
No. I just just me.
Yeah.
And the next one they went to our head of year office. And she said in front of me and the head of year. I was like, what? Come on.
So at that young age already she's tired. They use that a
I
lot.
was like what? I was like 15, 15.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we gotta be careful.
You gotta be careful,
Some
man.
people can say that you raped them, but you never even did it.
Yeah.
And the next one you catching a case.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So,
You gotta be careful out there, man. You gotta pray, and we have to be. You see, with this woman, you gotta have wisdom.
of course.
When you deal with this woman, you gotta have wisdom, man.
Sure.
But that woman went through so much that they're ready to destroy a brother in a minute. So we gotta pray that the Most High, even the way that He brings the waters, don't destroy us, man. That's why I'm telling you that the Most High got us. Because a lot of things that's supposed to happen to us don't happen because He got us, man.
That's right.
That's right. All right.
Yeah, man.
Carry on. That's the way. The word will gas you up quicker. You feel rap gas you up now. The word will gas you up quicker, man. Stronger too.
So Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly I knew thee,
Right.
and before thou camest out of the womb I sanctified thee, and ordained thee a prophet unto the nation.
Right.
Then said I, Yahawah, behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child. But Yahawah said unto me, say not, I am a child.
Right.
For thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee.
See that? Most of the men, they're kind of humble. Like Gideon. Gideon didn't know. He said, I'm the smallest in my family, man. I'm nothing. Most of them know I'm going to use you. He make you humble for a reason. So when He can use you, you're just a vessel. And you recognize that you're a vessel. It's beautiful when you recognize that I can't do nothing without the Most High. You want to know that He's the one. It's not you. Because a lot of these people in this world, they think they go like that. That's me. I did it myself. But with us now, we know that without the Most High, we can't do it. Carry on, my life.
I am a child, for thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee, and
Right.
whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak.
Right. So the Most High give us confidence, man. That's how we can speak boldly. I dare anyone to come right there. We go against him, man. Be scared. But on Monday, when we do them Rasta, them police come out, just call them up with the word, man. On Monday, what I used to do is on Monday. It's on film, man. Anybody come up, burn them up, man. Burn them up. Even when them demon come earlier, the demon come, what did I tell you? I told him, get out. What did he do? He went. I told you, it's the spirit, it's not us, But the Spirit is on you to do certain things. That's why you shouldn't be scared. Come and do the work, man. To all you brothers that are scared of war, the Most High got you, man. It's a spiritual thing, you know. It's a spiritual thing. Remember that.
Be not afraid of their faces.
Be not afraid of their faces, because a lot of these guys, they come like the tough years. We ain't scared of no going in this place, man. We ain't scared of, and in fact, when they pass, they have to pass, because they know the energy. They know there's something there, man. There's something that is stronger than them, man. We bold, we confident, so what? Because we are sent by Yahawah, the king of the universe, man. Don't worry about no weed smoking, ganja, smoking guy, goonies. They've done nothing to you, we're just preaching the word. What are you gonna do to us? We're preaching the truth, whether you like it or not, man. And that's it. Malak, the Most High will put the Spirit on you, the little box that you have. You'll knock a goonie out, and when you knock him out, he ain't gonna have the strength to go and get a gun or a knife. And when you see him next time, you say, yeah. I'm telling you, man, this is what's gonna happen. The Most High got us, man, to the bone drizzle, man. You shouldn't have no fear. Fear is not of the Most High, man. You should be humble with it, but don't be scared of these sinners, man. Carry on, man. It's 2:30.
Be not afraid of their faces,
right.
For I am with thee to deliver thee, saith Yahawah.
I am with thee to deliver. So let's say they come against us now. The Most High will deliver us, man. And let me tell you something. This good in their play with psychology, man. They come with a way you're scared because all these guys. No. I don't know from nowhere. I'm confident in the Most High that sent me. I have the armor one. Whatever you want to do, let's go. I'm not gonna leave this place. We're gonna stand our ground, yeah. And whatever's gonna happen, but we know that through the Spirit, like He says, the Most High gonna deliver us, man. You can't be shaking in front of elements, in front of things that happen. The police came here last time. You remember that time when he came? You weren't there. You were there with the other brother. I told them to. I said, listen, we men of the law. We know, please. We went to Victoria, man. This police came. We told them, listen, we men of the law. We preach the word. What do you want? They left it alone, man. They left us alone. Okay? Come on, man. So yeah, carry on, my love.
Then Yahawah put forth his hand and touched my mouth. And Yahawah said unto me, behold, I have put my words in thy mouth.
Right, so the Most High put his word in your mouth. That's why you're able to teach. That's why you're able to speak. That's why you have the confidence when you're out there, because he put his spirit on you. Okay? It's not a little demon spirit that people go and take in the west coast of Africa or in I-80. This is the spirit of the Most High, man. That spirit is stronger than juju. You got people that got juju and they're so confident you think they're God. And then you got the spirit of the Most High on you, you're trying to be timid. No.
Says he that is great, he that is in me is greater than he that is in him.
Yeah, he said, he that is in me is greater than he that is in the world. Meaning every demon confounded, all of these demons, okay, cannot come against you because you have the greater spirit in you. Because the Most High put his spirit in you, directly in you. Therefore, you're superior. That's just a fact. But we humble with it, but we should acknowledge the spirit that we're dealing with. That's very important too.
Precept as well.
Bring it out, my lad.
It says 2 Timothy 1:7. For Yahawah have not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind.
Right.
Yeah, man, that's why we can stand out here bold.
That's right.
The scripture says that the righteous are as bold as a lion.
That's right.
That's why we can do this, man.
That's right. Okay. Be bold, man. That's how the Most High wanted. He put a spirit on me. I didn't ask him to put a spirit in me. He did that. You didn't ask to come here. You didn't ask to be a teacher. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, carry on, my life.
Jeremiah 1 and 10. See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms to root out and to pull down.
See that? To root out. So what we're doing right now, we're rooting out the evil underneath, man. Spiritually. Because when we speak Our word is very powerful, man. Our word does work without us seeing it, but it do some work, man. That's the reason why you're able to join today, because of the work we did previously here. You see what I'm saying? Carry on.
Say that again, sir?
The reason why you're here today wearing fringes and doing the work, because of the work that we did when we came here every Monday and even Saturday as well. Because it's the spiritual work that we're doing. You know, when people cultivate, when they do harvest, when they do laboring, when they go to the field, when they're growing crops, they're doing some work, right? That's what we're doing, laboring. But it's not visible, it's spiritual. But it's there.
And that's also what happened when I was with the brother Ayman wa Allah. Because that was the section. Because the spirit told me, listen, we need to go out and preach. And Ayman wa Allah was like, yeah, I'm coming with you. And the first week we went to Central. Right. We went to Central, but the spirit told us, you know what, let's just go in Brixton. Right. Let's just go preach the word in Brixton. And then the second week, we met you lot. So I turned around, I was like, oh, there's some Israelites.
Right.
Come, let's get one.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember like yesterday. I know when you came, I remember that time when you came, and I was like, oh, two brothers. Right. Why? Because the work, see, it's a spiritual connection that is going on. Angels are working, you know. But the ministers, just like we ministers, they are ministers on the spiritual level. So they do the work, we do the work, and then they take what we do, and they labor with it. And then bring about the people, the fruits. You see what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, carry on.
See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms.
Right.
To root out and to pull down. Right. And to destroy.
Right.
And to throw down.
So that's what I'm saying. When you read the Bible, you know, can you get Jeremiah quickly, Jeremiah 28 and 8, man? Alright, we're doing some serious work, man. We don't care people don't listen. Huh? It's a spiritual work. Spiritual work, man. Yeah. Hey. You know?
Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8.
Bring me out.
The prophets that have been before me,
right,
and before thee of old,
right,
prophesied both,
right,
against many countries,
right,
and against great kingdoms,
right,
of war,
right,
and of evil,
right, and that's what we're doing, man,
and of pestilence,
right. Hey, that's what we're doing. Okay, so read that part again. Hey, the Most High commissioned us to great work, man. Huh?
See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms, right, to root out, right, and to pull down, right, and to destroy, right, and to throw down, right, to build, right, and to plant.
Right. To build and to plant. So we're building something, man. We're the builders, man. We're the real Freemason, man. We're the real Illuminati. Because we bring the light, man. We eliminate brothers and the sisters who are listening to us. Okay. Right. So you're done with that, right? So go to Micah 4 and 8. Right here, 1 King 19 and 18. 1 King 19 and 18. Micah 4 and 8.
This is the spiritual temple.
Right.
Because the two previous temples, those are the physical ones, and that got rooted out. That's destroyed.
Solomon's.
Yeah. In 587 AD, I mean 587 BC by the Babylonians, and 70 AD by the Romans.
That's right.
So everything that's physical eventually comes to naught.
Actually get Amos 9 before we read that. Get Amos 9, 11. You know? Just so that the people can have a precept of what you just say.
Amos 9 and 11. In that day when I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen.
That's right, the tabernacle of David that is fallen, man. Okay? Fallen in 70 AD, man. Okay? Our people left, the Levi was scattered, and so all the tribe as well. So all the tribe. So our temple was, but now we rebuilt in that third temple. Okay? We are the third temple that being rebuilt. Right before the eyes of our enemies, the third temple is being rebuilt, man. Okay?
Everlasting.
That's right.
And close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old, that they may possess the remnant of Edom, and
See
of
that?
all the heathen,
Right.
which are called by my name, saith Yahawah that
That's
lives.
right.
Remnant of Edom.
Yes, the Edomite, they'll be our slaves, man. And all these other nations will be our slaves, man. This is what we, it's not a joke, man. But even the elite, they know that. The elite know that. What do you think that they have all those bunkers? Because they're going to hiding. What do you think they're doing movies like X-Men, Batman, Superman? It's about the Negro that will be in power, man. We're about to get into power, but it's not just a Negro. It's a special type of Negro, the elect. Okay? Read yours.
Okay. Micah chapter 4, verse 8.
Now.
And thou, O tower of the flock,
And thou, O tower of the flock,
and the strong of the daughter of
and the
Zion,
strong of the daughter of Zion,
until thee shall it come,
until thee shall it come.
even the first dominion.
Even the first dominion, man.
The kingdom shall come to the daughter of Jerusalem.
Right. So, he's talking about the tower. Read the first part, the first part, please.
Okay.
Of Micah 4 and 8.
The first part of Micah chapter 4, verse 8.
Right?
And thou, O tower of the flock.
And thou, O tower of the flock, meaning the head of the flock. Who is the head of the flock? The elect. Yeah, he talks about, in that case, let's talk about Yahawah, he talks about the elect.
Yeah.
But Yahawah already got a kingdom.
Anointed flock, right?
Huh?
Anointed flock.
Yes, the one that is doing the work, man. We are the head. We are the head. Do you understand? We are the head of this of the Negro kingdom in captivity. We are the head, so now we're the one that bringing the light and everything. Okay, we bring in the lights, man. Carry on.
The stronghold of the daughter of Zion.
The stronghold. What is the stronghold, man? The stronghold is a part, in a town that the enemy cannot penetrate. We are the stronghold because we won't penetrate, man. The enemy cannot penetrate us. We're not taking no portion. We ain't taking no MOTB. Alright? And we damn sure ain't never gonna be under these people as far as trying to be a direct slave or the new world order. That would never happen. Do you understand that? Because we the stronghold, man. The Most High kept himself some people that the elite will never be able to touch. Even if he has to give them power to go against them. So not like you don't understand what's going on, man. What's coming, these people know that it's over for them. They know it. The people that are on top, they know what's going on. But the people that is walking by, they don't understand the depth of these things, man. Okay? When I go to the 1 King and 19, and you get Romans 11 and 4.
The 1 Kings 19 and 8.
Yeah, and 18. What do you say?
This is 1 Kings 19 and 18. Here I have left me 7,000 in Israel.
Right, so I left me 7,000. Obviously the term 7, the 7 is like a completion number. It's a prophetic number, okay? Carry on.
All the knees which have not bowed unto Baal.
Right, they haven't bowed unto Baal. That's us, man. They haven't bowed unto this before this system, man. We refuse, okay, to bow down before Baal. We refuse to bow down before the image of the beast, man. Okay? Read Romans 11:4. Yeah,
And what Esau's doing as well, he's getting our people to bow down to Baal in sly ways.
Right.
For example, the whole so-called Black Lives Matter movement.
Right.
where players take one knee and they raise the arm.
That's right.
Foul,
Oh yeah,
but
that's
how?
foul then to bow. Yeah.
Right, because when you search up idols of old, you will see an idol bowing down their knees,
Right.
having their fist raised up in the air,
Right.
and that's what yeah, exactly, just like
So
that.
what you do is saying reverence
Right.
to him, but at the same time you bowing down.
Right, so everyone that's doing that, everyone that's holding the hands with this Black Lives Matter movement, you're showing reference about out.
Right.
Right?
So what does Esau want? You want to speak to like that?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, you like what's going on with Esau? He trying to take you away from your spirituality, from your identity, because your identity, your spirituality represent your life force. This is the place where he cannot get you, man. So he never wants you to get to that place. So you will put stumbling block before you, i.e., Black Lives Matters, i.e., no fucking around crew or whatever that the people that are taking arms in America, you know, i.e. the black liberation, the Black Panthers, so on and so forth, man. This group ain't never gonna be our freedom, man. Our freedom is knowing who we are. Who we are the Hebrew Israelite, man. Okay? We are the 12 tribes. We relate it to Yahawah, whom they call Jesus. We relate it to King David, man. We relate it to King Solomon. All those great men, those are our people, man. We are the remnant of those people, man. We are the offspring, the children of those great people, those great men, this great nation that was hidden by the enemy, man. Okay? That's who we are. And we should recognize that, acknowledge it, and walk like we are Israel. And the way you walk like you are Israel is by rehearsing the law. That's the first step. That's how you regain, slowly but surely, your heritage, man. By doing what your forefathers did before the fall away, you know, took place, man. And these other nations, they don't want us to do that, man. Because they fear, they want to control us, okay? So we can stay at the bottom, because the more we are at the bottom, the more they rule. But I have bad news for Babylon, man. Your kingdom is falling, man. Your kingdom is falling. Okay? And the Bible says that the elect of Yahawah shall take the kingdom forever and ever and ever and ever, man. And we're going to take this kingdom. We don't have no arms, but through the Spirit of the Most High, Yahawah, we will take this kingdom, man. And it was written, and there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing. Okay? Right, read it out, man.
Verse 4. 11, verse 4.
Yes.
Romans chapter 11, verse 4. But what saith the answer of God unto him?
Right.
I have reserved to myself 7,000 men.
Right, so that's just an example again of the men of the Lord using Old Testament, the Torah, to preach. For those Christians who say that, you know, the Old Testament is done away with, the same people that you call in your churches as far as the New Testament, well, they used to preach basing the predication or the preaching on the Old Testament. That's just one proof again. 1 Kings 19 and 18 and Romans 11. So Paul is using the Torah to make a point. Carry on.
We have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal.
Right, so we don't bow down. That's why we didn't take no potion. We didn't take no vaccine. And we ain't going to take the Memo TV. And whatever they have for us, we ain't not taking it because we know it's poison. Okay? We know it's poison, man. Now, certain poison we have no trouble to take, like the word, you know, like the education system. All of that is poison. The social construct is poison, man. That's how they brainwash, that's how they make us lose ourselves. Okay? But ultimately that's the plan of the Most High, because we have to pay for whatever we did to him. Okay? But the point is, the men of the Lord know what's going on. Even when you have a sickness, if you know what's going on, you know how to treat it, right? But if you don't know what's going on as far as your sickness, you can't treat it. So yes, we are sick, but we know our sickness and we're treating it. See? Right, we're done with that. Let's go to John 10. John 10. Get John 10, 26 and 29. Yeah, Malak, get Sirach 22 and 6. John 10, 26 and 29. John chapter 10, start 26 to 29.
John chapter 10, verse 26. But ye believe not,
Right.
because ye are not of my sheep.
Right, so those who don't believe, because they're not part of the thing, man. They weren't enrolled in the program. This is a program of Yahawah Bashim Yahawah, man. Okay, he's getting Israel back, but he's doing it, with method. He's taking a part of Israel, getting them ready to do his work, setting up a government through men of Israel, and then we're gonna set up the kingdom. So if you're not part of it, because you're not part of it, that's just what it is. So, but if you're part of it, you're supposed to be happy that you're part of it, because it's a blessing that you're part of it. That's if you understand what you're in, okay, what you got yourself into.
As I said unto you, are we 27 and 28 as well?
Yeah, all the way to 29. Yeah.
Verse 27, my sheep
Right.
hear my voice.
So my sheep hear my voice. So this gospel is music to the ears of the sheep, but it's annoying to the ears of the goats. Okay, carry on.
And I know them, and they follow me.
And I know them, and they follow me. So the Yahweh knows you, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua knows you. That's why you follow him. Okay, because you're connected to him. When you first heard the gospel, it was like you could relate to it. It spoke to your spirit. It's like something that you heard before. He brought it back to remembrance in your mind. You're like, oh, I know that one. It makes sense. He didn't even fight against it. He didn't fight against it, man. Yeah.
Verse 28, I give unto them eternal life.
Right, I gave unto them. So we're talking about the ruling. We will be eternal, man.
And they shall never perish.
We will never perish, man. Once the kingdom is established, we will never perish. Okay?
Neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand.
Neither shall any man pluck them. Meaning, if you're an elect, no circumstances, no situation, no predicament, no hardship, no woman, okay, no poverty will pluck you out of the hand of Yahawah. No matter what, you will still be in this truth, man. Still come to the truth. Still come to camp. Still do the work, even if there's nothing that's manifesting. Even if people take you for like you're crazy, you're gonna have a consistency about you, okay? And you're gonna be doing it, okay? In and out of season, all right? That's somebody watching us, man. The boy is watching us, man. All right, carry on, man.
Verse 29.
Right.
My Father, which gave them.
Right.
Sorry. Verse 29. My Father, which gave them me.
Right. It's my Father which gave them me. Okay? So that he's saying that the Most High Yahawah gave me those guys. And they're mine.
Yeah.
Okay? Carry on.
It's greater than all. And no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand.
Right. And no man. So not only the enemy cannot take you out of the Yahawah hand, he can't take you out of Yahawah's hands. That's what I'm saying. It's a serious business, man. So if you find yourself now coming out of this truth because you weren't predestined to be in this truth, or you've got those who crept in unawares because the Most High wanted, they were ordained to be the wicked, because you got the good and the bad, in this truth. You got good seed and you got bad seed, all in the truth. But when it comes time, the Most High will expose things where he's tired already. He's tired already. Some brother come with bad doctrine. Some other don't like people that will stay in the scene or whatever. The Most High starting slowly, but the Most High is very, he does things with methods. He used gradualism. He does things gradually. Okay? I like that Sirach 26.
Ecclesiasticus 22:6. A tale out of season is as music in morning.
Read that again, but I'm screwing.
A tale out of season
Right.
is as music in morning.
Right. See, the tell out of meaning, look, there's a time and season to say things, right? You gotta know that. And the reason why I brought out is for a reason you don't understand. I carry on.
But straps and correction of wisdom are never out of time.
Right. So you gotta understand. You gotta have understanding of this truth, man. You gotta know how to navigate in this truth, man. You gotta know how to use the wisdom that the Most High gave you. I'll give you an example. Sometimes when you get in this truth, you become zealous. But you have to know that zeal is just like a temperature regulator. You can bring it to 200, you can lessen it to 100. So you have to learn how to move in this truth. You gotta have understand. Like I said earlier, okay, you have the knowledge. But did you know that if you say to someone, you know what, if someone does something to you, you can kill him. If someone kill your brother, you can kill him back. There's a law about that in the Bible. But in our time, should we do that? Why shouldn't we do that? That's never put about understand. No. In the law, it says that if someone kill your brethren or your kindred, yeah, whatever your family, you have the right to go back and get them. It's eye for an eye, and you know, an eye for an eye.
Even the Ten Commandments should not murder, isn't it?
No. Yes, you should not murder, but murder. There's righteous killing. That's a righteous killing.
Yeah.
To murder is what Cain did to Abel.
That's wrong.
He murdered him out of nowhere.
Jealousy.
Yeah, like back in Israel, if someone kills, the Levite go to get him, they're gonna kill him too. Eye for an eye. But why now can't you do it today? That's the question I'm asking. And that's understanding. And some people don't have it. That's just one example. Why now shouldn't do it? Shouldn't you do it?
Oh, it's against the law, isn't it? Society.
Huh?
Against the law, isn't it?
But the one can't do it because Yahawah died for us. Yahawah wrote the mercy.
Why you can't do it?
Yes. Because if the guy that killed, if you repent, but if you killed him, you didn't give him the chance to repent.
Yeah.
So you have to, that's why forgiveness came as well. You gotta learn forgiveness in this truth. But that's what Yahawah represents. So think about it. If you don't want to forgive, Yahawah died for you, man. You were supposed to be condemned forever, but Yahawah died for you so that you have a chance to get a kingdom.
Yeah.
So that means Yahawah forgives you, right? Yeah. He forgave you, right? So why didn't you want to forgive someone else that did you wrong? So that's understanding.
But it's a bit.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of big because I was thinking the other day, if someone like killed one of my brothers, when I ran out, or when I forgive him. That's what I'm saying. When I ran out, like literally, obviously I'll pray about it, but I'm thinking to myself, what would I really do if I was in that situation? You get me? So
We got a priest.
Yeah.
Obviously, forgiveness is the obvious thing, but where it comes past your blood, like you're thinking, I need to retaliate, you know what I'm saying? But obviously, the logical thing is to forgive him.
That's not even, that's the spiritual thing. You get what I mean? Because logic will tell you to, you get what I mean? But Romans 12:17, recompense to no man evil for evil.
Right. Recompense to no man evil for evil, man.
What's recompense again?
Recompense meaning like to, you know,
Seek vengeance.
to seek vengeance and like that. Right?
Provide things honest in the sight of all men.
Right.
If it be possible, as much as life in you, live peaceably with all men.
Right. Live peacefully with all men. Because at the end of the day, you know, the Most High will deal with that.
Yeah.
Because the Most High is the ultimate judge, man. He saw what happened. You know, and he will deal with that, man. Do you understand? Yeah. He will deal with that, man. Well, I come this way.
Continuing as well.
Huh?
Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath.
Right.
For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith Yahawah.
Right. Vengeance is mine, I will repay, right? So Yahawah will take care of that situation. That's understanding. Now, another point. Let's say we're all in captivity. Yeah? Sometimes you're the only one, not even sometimes, most of the time you're the only one in the truth, right? You meet a woman that's the truth. You love each other or whatever, you want to work together. But for example, you're from the west coast of Africa, she's Benyamia. Her people don't necessarily mingle with the west coast of Africa, but they're thinking that different. I'm just giving you an example. Well, both of you love. She knows that if you go, because normally the Bible says, according to the Bible, according to the word, that you have to go and pay the dowry to the father. But the father doesn't even see her as the sister. Now my point is, will you still have sex with a carry on, or will you try to go and see the parent and maybe they will chase you away or whatever. And if they chase you away, that's because the Bible says that if you go to the woman after you popped her to the woman dad and doesn't want you, pay a fee or whatever. No, you don't pay the dowry, pay a fee, and that's that. You stay away from the woman. But in this truth, will you carry on with the woman despite the fact that the father may not like you because he's not in the truth and he doesn't like where you came from or wherever? You're a Jake though. I'm asking you that question.
I don't know. I would say it depends on the spirit, because the spirit might tell you to continue. But at the same time, if we're using wisdom, it may be best to leave it alone. Because say you have a child with that woman, there's going to be a clash. So
but the thing is this, it's going to have clash anyway because the woman is the truth. How many people got rejected because people, their whole family rejected because of the truth, you know?
True.
Are they supposed now to stay like that and say, oh, because my family rejected me, if I got a man, talk about a woman for example, if I got a man and I go with him in truth and that, family wouldn't want to see him because of my situation and that, so therefore, no, you have to carry on. Because it's just like a case of Mary and Joseph. Joseph already impregnated Mary before the ceremony. But what did the angel tell Joseph? When Joseph wanted to put her away privately, what did Yahweh say? What did the angel say? No, carry on. Because the child will be conceived of the Holy Spirit. That's understanding. Okay, I know what you're saying, but that's understanding. A lot of brothers, they lack that understanding. But when you're in this truth, you gotta have understanding and be able to judge every situation accordingly through the Spirit. But remember, 1 John 2:20 tells us that we have the unction on us, therefore we know all things. So it's one thing to have, who is supposed to read something? Read again Proverbs 4:7. Proverbs 4:7. Let's read that, elaborate on it.
This is Proverbs 4:7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all that getting, get understanding.
Right. Wisdom is the principal thing. Okay? Therefore get what?
Get wisdom.
Get wisdom. But in all that getting, get understanding. So you can have wisdom without understanding. Meaning you can have the truth without understanding. But the elect who have understanding. Because you're blessed. When you're blessed, you are blessed. Okay? We measure, but our measure is kind of complete because you have knowledge, you have wisdom, and understanding. Okay? And when you see brothers, how do you know that some brothers are not really with it? They come for doctrine. Or they will read the Bible, but they don't know how to understand the Bible and what it's saying, what it means in the modern context, for example. They stop, like when Yahweh guy was telling the elders about Abraham was pleased to see me. When he was telling them that he actually Melchizedek, they wanted to throw, they wanted to kill him.
Oh, Abraham.
No. When Yahweh was telling the elders in Israel that Abraham was pleased to see him, meaning like he was, because through the reincarnation is Melchizedek. But they wanted to Christian. Not even the 40s talking about you were pleased to see, and Abraham was pleased to see because they didn't have the spiritual understanding of things. Nicodemus. When Yahawah said, you must be born again. He said, how can you be born again? Do you have to go back into your mother become? Do you understand me? That's the understanding, man, the flow, the spiritual flow that you should have, man. Very important as a man of the Lord. Okay? Yeah, Romans 11:7.
And also having understanding is also understanding the spiritual aspect. So when you're interacting with certain people, just know that sometimes the thing that's coming out of their mouth is not actually coming out of their mouth. It's a spirit. It's a spirit that's spirit that's being made manifest, and that spirit is talking for them pretty much. And we have to have that wisdom too.
I'm glad you brought that. I'm glad it's like it. I'm glad you brought that up. We have to be spiritual. You gotta be spiritual. You gotta judge things spiritually, man. Like me, I always say, if something happens, that's because the Most High want it to happen. So I don't fight certain things because what is meant to happen will happen, man. When you go spiritually, you understand things. So that was very important. If someone comes, you got a demon that trying to test us in the beginning when we came here. Demon, it's not the guy, it's the demon that jump on him. Test you, man.
True. It's just like when I first started conducting the Sabbath day, I told my mum not to cook any more food on the Sabbath day to burn the stove. And sometimes she'll do it. And at first I would get angry. I'd be like, come on, man, I just told you this and that. But and she kept doing it. I was like, you know, I have to think spiritually.
Yes.
I won't even get angry.
That's it. You gotta think spiritually, bro.
I won't even get angry.
You gotta think spiritually.
The Satan working in it. Well, I mean, the Satan working in it.
It's just like when David, you know, he was cornered somewhere else, and they recognized him, and they wanted to do him. What happened? He acted like he was crazy. King David, he went somewhere. He was in his enemy camps, basically, and then one of the soldiers of the king recognized him. Said, "Yo, that's King David, man. Go, let's go and get him." So when he perceived that they were coming for him, he acted like he was crazy. So when the king came, he's like, "Is that someone like that you claim to be a threat? Someone that's crazy?" Wisdom, man, understanding, spirituality. You gotta know how to navigate, man.
Of course.
Can't be all stiff like that. No, you gotta know how to navigate.
If not, you get caught slipping.
Yeah.
Just like how it's just like how when King Solomon dealt with them two women.
Right.
I can't remember the story off the top of my head, but I believe both women got pregnant.
So what happened is that there was one baby, there was two children, one woman conceived, but the next woman said that's a baby.
Yeah. Because
they came to Solomon. Solomon said, "Okay, we're gonna have to split the baby in two. We're gonna take one part."
Yeah.
The one whose baby, the one that was the mother, starting to cry.
Oh yeah.
The other one didn't really feel anything.
Yes, because she knows the pain she had to go for the baby, so she cried.
Yeah.
Therefore, Solomon was able to say, "Give the baby to this." That's the wisdom.
Yeah.
That's the level we're supposed to be in, man.
Wise.
Yeah, we gotta be wise, man.
Yeah, after that situation, he had great respect to renown amongst the kingdom. When they heard, I was like, oh shit, we can't even outwit this guy.
Exactly.
So we best be on point.
We best be on point. The way we move, we best be, even with the woman, how we go. Look, hey, them black breeze girls, some of them they're fire, you know. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
But like, so I have to use wisdom with that particular one. Yeah. I don't get upset. But I'm to the point where she always come back to the program. So she wanna walk away, and then the way I do it is, I pray that the Most I keep giving her wisdom, because she's a good girl. But because she's been through a lot. You get what I'm saying? This Babylon will do something to you. Good for him, brother. See, that's what I'm saying. Wisdom and understanding. You know? Romans 11:7.
Romans.
20 and 3.
Romans chapter 11, verse 7.
Right.
What then Israel hath not obtained,
Right.
that which he seeketh for.
Right.
But the election have obtained it,
Right. The election have obtained it,
and the rest were blinded.
and the rest were blinded, man. All right. So we obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Man. So you see them, like, that's in your family. No one want to hear about the truth. Man. They don't want to hear about the truth. But you obtained it, man. See? Go to
Ecclesiasticus 20:3. How good is it when thou art reproved to show repentance, for so shalt thou escape willful sin.
right. So to be rebuked is a good thing. And one of the signs when you want to know if the Hebrew, an Israelite, you got. If you want to know that, you just gotta, if you want to know someone that's reading the truth, he accepts rebuke. Okay, that's a man rebuke, man. People that are proud, that demons in the truth, they'll fall out with you. They'll fall out with you because you rebuke them. That's not good, man. And also, like I say, rebuke, acknowledging your wrong are proofs, that the humility is still active in your life. But when the Most High is checking your humility, when you're reproved, and like you said, it takes you away from sin, man. Okay, so that's part of it. Being blessed is part to have real brother that can tell you about yourself when it comes to you. Because this word is it's a very hypocritical word, man. Fake word. So it's good to have real brothers in this truth, man. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna one last precept, and then we're good. So go to Wisdom, Solomon 5:1, and read it all the way. Maybe 6 or 7. And we're gonna close out.
Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his neighbors.
Right, so we standing in great boldness, man. And a lot of brothers standing in great boldness. We couldn't speak in the 1940s, you couldn't do that, man. You couldn't look Esau in his eyes, man, before you give me a slap. You couldn't even do that, and now we're bold, man. Because the streets joining us before you know it's gonna take over. Carry on.
When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
Right, so the time is coming where they'll be in trouble. The people that they neglect, they'll look at them, they'll be like, wow, we didn't know these people were the one. We didn't know. Carry on.
And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
Right, because it's going to be, the Most High going to show his might, man. The Most High going to show his might in this kingdom. He's going to put it down in this kingdom as far as the elect, man. They're going to see. Okay?
So far beyond all that they look for.
Right.
And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we have sometimes in derision.
This was he who we have sometimes in the they didn't respect us, man. They don't respect us, they don't acknowledge us. But watch this space. Okay? Carry on.
And the proverb of reproach.
Right.
We fools accounted his life madness,
Right.
and his end to be of our honor.
Right.
How is he numbered among the children
Right.
of the Most High?
People that neglect him, my family, and all, they're gonna see, man. They'll be like, wow, this guy? Him? Yes, him. Okay? So with that, we hope you were edified. Okay, we will be, by the grace of the Yahawah, we'll be back here, same place next week, to chant down Babylon and to, exalt and edify the body, man. Okay? So we'll tend to the east, we'll give our praise. Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Waha, Waka, Madash. Wonderful! Babylon, your kingdom is falling. Abad Babon. Shalom, Israel.